I'm going to show you 3 things about classes in Python that every Python developer should know. It is about printing classes, sorting classes, and calling classes. So let's get started. First, we have to define a class. Let's define a class employee. Let's make the parameters name, age, and salary. Well, let's create an employee. So E1, let's call him John. And let's print E1. Probably you will know what's going to happen. We will get a not very human readable text, and we will change that. So to have a good representation of that class, we are going to call a method representation, and we will return a string, but not any string, but rather a string representing the parameters. And what I'm going to do is I will define a function called or, and I will return a string. So let's import JSON with all the parameters. And now for the representation, I just call self.all. And if we print everything now, it looks much cleaner. To make it more visually appealing, we can add a parameter here and say indent 4. And what this is going to do is it will make the string much more readable. Now we want to sort classes. Let's make another employee and a third employee. Let's make a list of all of these employees and let's print that list. Well, it's a good representation of all of the data as we've specified here. And as you can see, John is on top and Mary and Bob follow. So now we want to sort them by salary. If we just call sort on our data, it's not going to work well. So we need to specify a function inside our class which gives a hint on what value we have to sort by. So we need to initialize a new function. Let's call it LT for lower than. Give it self and another value, another class of the same type. And now we have to return a single parameter compared to the other single parameter. Let's make it salary so we can sort by salary. And if we sort now again, well, it prints out the list of all the classes sorted by salary by default. And the cool thing here is we can even change that and let's sort it by age, and it will still sort by age. So if we increase here the number, John will be at the bottom. And the third thing I'm going to show you is how to call an employee. Let's create a single employee. Let's delete everything here. And let's add a happy value. It is false, so the employee is not happy. So as an employer, you can either decide to give him a banana or more salary. Let's create the first class, banana, initialize that object, and let's give it the parameter value 0. And the second class we are going to create is class more salary. Initialize it with self.value is 1. So now we want to give the employee a banana. Let's print E, and as you can imagine, well, it will not work because we cannot call an employee by default. So what we are going to do is now we create a function called call. We initialize it, give the function a parameter x, and now the function will change the happiness by either being true if x dot value is 1 or false if it is not. So let's add some parentheses here to the banana and let's run that code again. Let's add here to all a happiness, self.happy. Let's run it again. And as you have probably guessed already, the employee is not happy at all. We've gave him a banana. What if we would have given him more salary? And let's print it here again. Well, the class employee is happy. And as a bonus tip, I will show you a neat and easy way to have a lot of functionality as well by just calling the data class. So from data classes, import data class. Let's add here, add data class. And now we just have to initialize the values and the parameter names. So here we will call name as string, age as integer, and salary as float. And now we can create an employee and print that employee pretty easily. And it will also give us a good representation of that class pretty easily. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.